Good morning class. Welcome back to your online class. So we were doing chapter 5, that is human body endocrine system. In our last class I have already introduced you to what are glands, what are the two types of glands, what are the differences between them, and overall we had an idea about what is endocrine system. So today, in today's class, we will be discussing about the different types of endocrine glands which makes up your endocrine system. But as per your syllabus, we just have to discuss about the 4 types of endocrine glands. So the number 1 is your thyroid gland, then you have adrenal gland, then you have pituitary gland and pancreas. Okay, so we will be discussing about only these 4 types of endocrine glands. Now, whenever we discuss about any type of endocrine glands, the things that we have to keep in mind are, first let us assume we are discussing about the thyroid gland. So first we will be discussing about its location. Where is thyroid gland present? Okay, then the hormones that are secreted by this particular gland, then the function of the hormone, okay, and diseases related to hypo and hyper secretion of hormone. These are the 4 subtopics that you have to keep in mind whenever we discuss about any of the endocrine gland. Okay, now for coming to this one, let's elaborate a bit. So we know that one of the characteristic of a hormone is that hormone is secreted in a very little and appropriate amount. Okay, so if the hormone is secreted even less than what is required by the body or more than what is required by the body, it leads to certain dysfunctionality in our body, okay, or certain diseases in our body. So whenever we come across this term called hypo means low, okay, hypo means low. So whenever the disease is related with this term, that is hypo, that means the hormone that is secreted, the disease is because the hormone is secreted in a very low amount. And the another term is hyper means more. So if we come across the disease which is caused because of the hyposecretion, that means it is because of the more secretion of the hormone. Okay, so these are the things which you have to keep in mind, because I will not be repeating after every endocrine gland. This means I will not literally be explaining you the meaning of hypo and hyper again and again. So you have to keep these things in mind. So first let us move on to thyroid gland. Let us discuss about it in detail. So like I told you, first we will discuss about its location. So your thyroid gland, if you look at the picture alongside, you see that it is located in your neck region. Okay, just below your voice box you have a thyroid gland. You have bilobed structure, butterfly like structure, like this, butterfly like structure, bilobed butterfly like structure. Okay, so that's the location of a thyroid gland. So next topic is your hormone. So what is the hormone that is being secreted by the thyroid gland? So the name of the hormone is thyroxine. The name of the hormone is thyroxine. Now what is its function? So your thyroxine, it controls or regulates all the basal body metabolism. Basal body metabolism means the basic activity that goes around in your body in order to keep which is essential for the survival, which is essential for you to remain alive. So all those metabolic activity within your body, like breathing, regulation of your heartbeat, digestion of your food, all this is controlled with the help of this particular hormone known as thyroxine. Okay, so if this thyroxine hormone is secreted in a less amount, then this body activity is affected and your blood pressure becomes low, you start losing weight. Okay, and if it becomes more, your blood pressure is very high, your heartbeat races and you start gaining. If the hormone amount is low, then you start gaining weight. If it is more, then you start losing weight. Okay, so these are the basic dysfunctionality associated if it is not secreted in a proper amount. Okay, so I hope you understood the location, the hormone, name of the hormone, learn the spelling too, and the function. Okay, now coming to the diseases related to hypo and hyposecretion. So hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism means the thyroxine hormone is secreted in a very less amount than what is required. It's referred to as hypothyroidism. So diseases that are related to it are goiter, then you have cretinism, then you have myxedema. So these are the diseases which are related due to hypothyroidism. Now first, coming to the goiter, what is its symptom is, you see the neck region, the swelling of a neck region. It's actually because of it's actually not the neck swelling, but it's actually your thyroid gland which has swollen. Okay, and this is the result of thyroxine hormone being secreted in a less amount. So in order to avoid this particular disease, we should take iodine in our diet. Now why is iodine essential? Iodine is essential because it is one of the essential component which makes up your thyroxine hormone, and without its presence, thyroxine hormone, the formation of a thyroxine hormone is not possible. So it is advised that we should have take a diet which contains iodine. That's why these days all the salt, they contain iodine. Okay. Now next, coming to cretinism. This cretinism is generally associated with children, and the symptoms that we see is the children's brain do not develop properly. That means they are mentally not well developed, the body structure is not well developed. Okay, so they are weak somehow, the body is very weak. Okay, so these are the symptoms that's associated with cretinism. Now coming to myxedema, it is associated with adult with the similar symptoms like that of a cretinism. Here the adult, the faces, hands, their eyes are especially swollen. Okay, and they are very weak, sluggish, they cannot walk for a while, they easily get tired, and they are also not well developed mentally or physically. Okay, so these are the symptoms of myxedema. Okay, now coming to the other thing, that is the hypothyroidism. Now what happens during hypothyroidism? Now hypothyroidism, we will not be discussing about any diseases in particular, but we will just go through the symptoms of it. So your hypothyroidism, as I told you, where hypo means more secretion. So you generally, if thyroxine is secreted in more amount, that means whatever the activity that's going on in your body, the basic activity fastens. That means your heartbeat races, your blood pressure is very high, your digestion system is very fast, because of which you start losing weight. So these are the symptoms of hypothyroidism. Okay, so we have covered all the 4 subtopics that I told you is essential whenever we discuss any of the endocrine gland. Now moving on to another one, that is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Now coming first to the location of the adrenal gland. Now if you look at the picture alongside, you see that adrenal gland is present on top of the kidney, just like a cap on top of the kidney. Okay, now if the adrenal gland, if you do a cross section of it and if you observe it under a microscope, you see two layers of it: cortex, which is the outer layer, and medulla, which is the inner layer. Now the outer layer and inner layer, they separately secrete different hormones. Like cortex, they secrete cortisol and aldosterone, and your medulla secretes adrenaline, which is also known as stress hormone, also known as emergency hormone. Okay, the function of adrenaline, like I told you, the other name for it is stress hormone or emergency hormone. Now why the name? Because this adrenaline hormone is generally secreted when you are in any kind of stressful situation or any kind of danger. This particular hormone is secreted and it pumps more and more amount of oxygen at that particular time, and because of which you can react to that particular stress or overcome that particular stress or danger. That's why it is referred to as stress or emergency hormone. Okay, now coming to the disease that is associated with the adrenal gland, the hyposecretion and hypersecretion of it. Okay, so coming to the diseases associated with hypo and hypersecretion of hormones related with the adrenal gland. So we'll just go through the with hyposecretion, the disease that is associated is referred to as addition disease. The symptoms of it is basically low blood pressure, loss of weight, the fatigue. Okay, those are the symptoms. Now coming to the hypersecretion, the disease associated with it is Cushing's symptom. Generally the symptom that we can see is obesity. Obesity, we know that it's a excessive fat deposition around your neck region, waistline. Okay, so that's the one of the common symptoms that is seen especially during the Cushing's syndrome. Okay, so today we discussed about the two endocrine gland, that is thyroid gland and adrenal gland. So tomorrow we will be discussing about the other two, that is your pituitary gland and pancreas. So your home task would be to go through this two gland in detail, the hormones, learn the spelling, what are the diseases associated with it, what are the functions, try to reason what you are going through. Okay, so that's all for today. Take care of yourself. Thank you.